Hey everybody, I did a long version of what clothes I think you should buy for the first year for a baby, and I'm going to run back through things that I recommend. Again, I'm going to repeat, my daughter was born in the summertime, so she hit crawling stage in the winter, and she didn't get to a lot of her summer clothes. She was also born at 8 pounds and 20 inches long, so she didn't fit into a lot of the newborn things for very long, and she's at 8 months is pretty much almost out of her 6 months clothes and wearing the 9-month clothes. So things I recommend: instead of shoes, I recommend getting these crocheted booties. If your child has hair, I recommend getting some hair bows, and getting the hair bows with fabric on both sides, ribbed fabric, so that it kind of holds the hair in there. I also recommend getting some cute hats. And some socks, and trying to find those socks as cheap as possible. These socks I got for $1.25 for a 6-pack. I'd recommend getting at least 1 or 2 fancy dresses for the year, some for photos. This one is going to be an Easter dress. You might want a fancy dress for Christmas as well. And this I was able to get for $1.50 using special department store Kohl's Cash that I got from another purchase, and 30% off coupons that I found online, and kind of moved a couple things together. I also recommend getting Halo Sleepsacks, 2 in each size, 2 in newborn, 2 in smalls, and I recommend Halo brand. And I recommend Halo brand because I recommend Halo brand because of the hip dysplasia issue, that this actually allows the kids to move their hips around, whereas some other brands don't. I recommend also getting some, if you live in a cold climate, getting a bunting that has a hole that can allow the car seat center to go through. And I recommend getting the cotton footed sleepers and the terry cotton footed sleepers, and I prefer them to have a zipper. And if I didn't show you the sleep sack, I recommend getting at least 1 sleep sack in each size. You might want more than 1. And if you have other things to put it with, this goes great. The long sleeve onesies goes great with putting underneath the Halo sleep sack, and also putting them in the swaddle, just a long sleeve. And one other thing that I recommend, getting a couple of the footless one pieces, so that they can move around, and then you can put them in socks if they're getting cold. And those are some of the main things that I think that you should have. The other things are kind of like, you might wear a little bit, but those are some of my recommendations. Tell me what you think and comment below.